Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris Albert from Warrior Soul Fitness. I just finished up a blog that I just posted, and I'm just going to give you a quick summary of it here. I really want you to go check out these blogs because, honestly, on the videos, I'm not giving you any sources. You need to check my research, check what I'm saying, and I'm trying to be really transparent with you guys so that you know where I'm coming from, and so you don't think that you realize that I'm not bullshitting you, and you can find out if I am bullshitting you. So please go read the blog, check the sources, and understand where I'm coming from. The title of this blog is "Are You Counting Your Macros and Not Getting Anywhere?" The reason why I wrote this is not as an indictment of flexible dieting, because I think flexible dieting is a good accounting system for people if they are following a bodybuilding diet, meaning they can get all the protein, all the carbs, all the fats that they need to because they're quantifying themselves, they're tracking themselves, and that's a really good accountability mechanism. What I see with a lot of more inexperienced people is that a lot of times they're following certain protocols, and this is not just if it fits your macros, this is bro dieting as well. They're following certain protocols, but they're not getting anywhere, and the reason is that they're only paying attention to their calories, their protein, their carbs, and their fats. Now, why is that not enough? Why is counting your calories, counting your protein, counting your carbs, and counting your fats not enough? You're probably sitting there like, what the hell, what more can I do? Well, the fact of the matter is this. One, calories are kind of fictitious. They really don't actually exist. Basically, what they measure is the energy given off from food that's burned in a metal oven called a calorimeter. And our bodies are not machines. They're not ovens. So, and we don't burn calories. We use adenosine triphosphate as energy. So calories are actually a really almost indirect measurement of the energy we take in, because calories are not fuel. Adenosine triphosphate is fuel. And, they really don't have much to do with our health or our body composition or anything like that. Of course, if you overeat, you're going to get fatter. And of course, if you undereat, you're going to get skinnier. But that doesn't always exactly apply. And I go through that in this blog, and I go through the reasons why hormones, and other factors come into play. And somebody could be in a very low calorie diet and not lose any weight. And somebody could be in a really high calorie diet and not put any muscle on. And some of the other health and wellness implications of just focusing on calories. In addition to that, counting macronutrients really isn't enough, because all macronutrients really aren't created the same. Our bodies treat fructose a lot different than they treat glucose. With fructose, there is no way that fructose ever goes to your muscle glycogen. It goes directly to your liver, and so your liver is a much smaller space to hold glycogen, and so it's much more easy to spill over if you are trying to load up on carbohydrates for recovery. You're not going to benefit from fructose for recovery. You're going to benefit more from glucose. And again, I'm trying not to get too sciencey here, so please check the blog, check my references and things like that. With protein, for example, soy is a complete protein, has all the amino acids that we need to assimilate it into our bodies, but it also blocks trypsin, which is an enzyme that helps us digest protein. So even though we'd be eating soy for protein, we'd be better off not eating soy, because then it depletes the ability of us to digest any of the protein that's in our stomach, including anything else we ate besides the soy. So those of you who are going out for sushi and then eating edamame, that protein might be going to waste. And then with fats, we have the difference between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. We need both for survival, but omega-6 tends to raise inflammation, while omega-3 tends to lower levels of inflammation. And the problem is that in today's standard American diet, we're eating omega-6 to omega-3 at a much higher ratio than we used to, because of all the vegetable oils that are included in our processed foods. So again, I'm trying not to get too much into the science here, but those are reasons why calories and macronutrients are not enough. So what do you do? How do you go beyond calorie counting and macro counting? Well, there's two factors that you need to consider. The first one is nutrient density, and what nutrient density is the ratio of nutrients to calories. Now, when I'm talking about nutrients, I'm not talking about protein, carbs, and fats. Those add up into calories. What I'm talking about are vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, and amino acids that are included in the food. And those are things that are going to make the nutrition more available to your body, right? These are things that are going to lower your levels of total body chronic inflammation, which is a big factor that can keep you from getting your goals, whether you're trying to burn fat or build muscle. The other factor is digestibility. How much of the nutrition in the food are you able to use, because is your body able to break it down, right? And we get things like nuts that are really hard to digest. They have tons of micronutrients in them, but they're really hard to digest. So you might need to sprout those. Same thing with grains. Grains are really hard to digest and they're hard on our systems. So you might need to sprout those. Quinoa is a big one here. A lot of people eat quinoa, but they might not be getting all the nutrition that they can from it, because if it's not sprouted, it's full of phytic acid and really hard to digest, and it just kind of sits in our intestinal tract. So count your calories, count your macros, but also see to your nutrient density and digestibility. And again, this is a really simple video. Not trying to get too complex here for you guys. Read the blog, let me know what you think, get back to me, check my resources, and let me know. Peace.